It's spending.
It's spending.
Because that's the case,
it
I'd like to
is
spend it and do that.
at start of the round. Choose when to act.
Yep.
But you have to do it at the start of the round. That's
It's
kind
the
of
start of the round now.
I don't even know when the start of the round is half the time when we're in combat.
If ever I say, like, okay, here we go, we're in initiative order, that would be the start.
He did just say that, so I'd like to potentially spend one.
He did say that.
Hang on.
He hasn't said it yet.
Quinton ain't going out like no bitch, dude.
He said there's an initiative order to follow. He didn't say we were in it yet.
No, what I said was when we left off last episode and Eric was like, I'm dropping a vortex. I'm like, hold up. If you're going to do shit like that, there is an initiative order.
Hey, do lock eyes with me? He's scared.
I mean, that's fair. You did have a...
She said we have a problem.
For once you didn't have a 10. I mean, it's been still an 8, but fuck. All right.
Let's go.
Where are we going?
To kill
drop a
heretics.
Vortex of Doom?
I mean, some people
We're
drop a
going
vortex
to kill
of doom.
heretics?
Some people kill heretics. But in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. And tonight, there is only Warhammer. Welcome to Children of Rokarth, our second season of the Tainted Hive, our playthrough of Warhammer 40,000 Imperium Maledictum RPG by Cubicle 7. Before we go any further, I am your GM, Brad, joined tonight by Alex, Eric, Mike, and Justin, but also joined by PrimetimeMagic.com, our show sponsor for the second season of Children of Rokarth.
PrimetimeMagic.com.
.com.
That actually would make a really good kind of like row your boat. PrimetimeMagic.com.
No, you're forcing it.
I'm not. It's where my brain went as we were doing that. Do you remember the JG Wentworth commercials?
PrimetimeMagic.com.
That's what I was hearing. That's what I was. Which they did kind of a little. What's the word for the
opera?
Yeah, no, not that. The row your boat where people like follow each other kind of thing.
In a round.
Singing?
In a round. Thank you.
In a round. Yeah.
So yeah. Well, anyway, thank you to the guys over at Primetime Magic, PrimetimeMagic.com. I'm now so torn up.
What was it again?
So torn up by JG Wentworth. It's not
I
JG
didn't
Wentworth.
say it right. Damn it.
Damn it! Thanks to the guys over at PrimetimeMagic.com. Go check out their website. They have all kinds of collectible... I can't talk tonight. I quit.
Slanesh got your tongue, bro.
Something's got...
This is the
Primetime
best
Magic
ad
has
yet.
my tongue. Ad reads are so good. We're so good at these. Go check out their website. They have all kinds of collectible card game RPG cards. They will soon have other items on their website, but for now, it is predominantly card games, Magic, etc. So go check them out. They've got all kinds of singles, and do me a favor and do this all before either Mike or Alex learn how to put their credit card into the internet and buy them all. But Mike, I don't think you need any more Magic cards, do you?
Me? No, I don't like the new ones.
No, that's fair. The rest of you should, though. On that note, welcome back to the Tainted Hive Season 2, Children of Rokarth, where Eric wants to drop a Vortex of Doom before we even get started.
If there's something about nasty to happen, I will spend a fate to go first if I need to.
Well, before we let you do that, let's talk about what happened last time on Rokarth. So last time on the Tainted Hive, you all, Mordecai and group, you all kind of walked your way through the gun of one of the different gunnery homes, specifically that of House Kalor, led by the matriarch Alara, who had taken over for her mother. You found that her second-in-command, Prim, was unhappy with having been, in his mind, passed over to rule the gun, to lead that gun, despite the fact that his family had served as the second-in-command for hundreds of years to House Kalor. As that all happened, Quinton decided to, once again, just rip someone's memories out of their head, and found from Prim that there were over 50 crew members who got together at midnight every night alongside a black-robed figure waving a censer of purple smoke to talk about the Emperor and how he never wanted to be venerated as a god. Things that, outside of character, we know are very heretical. In character, you all just feel unease at. It makes sense, logically, like the Emperor not wanting to be a god, the Emperor wanting us all to be successful, but at the same time, it goes so against the church and against the ecclesiarchy that it just feels weird. You all found places to post up to watch for this event to happen. You got a picture recorder from Captain Frederick's guard that you are using. Quinton posted up on the back of the statue, not realizing they were going to meet at the back of the statue. Mordecai posted up on House Kalor's gun to look at the front of the statue, not realizing they'd be at the back of the statue. And Roderick and Dmitry, you both watch from far. The individual in the black robe pulled back to reveal perfect skin, violet eyes, dark hair, and gave a long talk about how the Emperor did not want to be a god, about how their gods wanted them to be happy and healthy and hale, but also to serve. And that, well, the Emperor was the Lord, and the Emperor was who needed to be followed. The Emperor was not a god. And as it all came to a culminating head, this woman looked directly at Quinton and said, "Now, my friends, we have a problem." And as we
I'm
pick
not
up tonight,
kidding.
it is right as those syllables are done being uttered by her lips, and she is looking directly at Quinton.
And I'm not kidding. I am dropping a Vortex of Doom.
Okay.
Provided I can go first. If not, I'm going to spend a fate to go first, and I'm also going to try to get behind the statue while I'm doing it to see if I don't know what the zones are in this situation.
I'm going to describe that right now. So, we are moving into initiative order. This is our first initiative order of season 2. Da da da. Just to make sure I still have your initiatives correct from season 1. Correct me if these are wrong. Let's see. I gotta go back about 20 pages. Quinton, is your initiative still a 7?
Yes.
Mordecai, is your initiative still a 7?
Yeah.
Roderick, are you still an 8?
Sure am.
Dmitry, are you still a 5?
Yep.
All right. Welcome to episode 6, where initiative hits the fan. So we've got...
Regardless of what happens, I'm going to spend a fate to go first, because I want to go first.
Okay. Hold tight. And, okay, you, my good friend, spend your fate. You're going first.
I'm pushing this power.
And you're pushing the power. Okay, so you're pushing to cast Vortex of Doom. We're starting off season 2 strong.
But you never did describe the zones yet.
I will do that in just a second. So, before
all
cast
you need
this,
to know is I'm outside of the zone that you're casting that in.
That is true. That is true. This area is divided into 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 zones. Mordecai, because you have a sniper rifle, you are very, very, very far away. Now, the way this works is it's not 18 zones long. The second level of each gun and the gantry that Roderick sit on, that is all the upper level. Each gun is its own zone because there are so many pieces. There's munitions, there's crates, there's all kinds of shit to get around where it just becomes a difficult piece of terrain to get out of, where that's one. So each gun, 4 zones per side. There's 8 of them. 4 zones above, there's 16 of them. Gantry, there's 17. Zone 18 is the prow of the ship, where there is a statue in a half moon and additional extra crap. Roderick and Dmitry are just outside of it.
One zone, not 2?
The shrine semicircle is a zone. Oh, I'm sorry. I said 18 because I didn't count the gantry. The shrine semicircle is a zone, and then the area outside, which is that open space, is its own zone.
So the shrine semicircle, that's where the statue is.
The half circle where the statue sits is one zone. Then there's that triangular space outside where there are no guns. That is a second zone. And then each gun is a zone. Yes.
Okay, so in order to not be in the zone with the statue, I would have to run backwards
just
away?
get out of the half circle. Yep.
Okay, I'm trying to understand how far I have to go back, because it's like, is it at the statue or is it like a ways back from
So the statue, to reiterate, the statue is in the center of this half circle. You just have to get out of the half circle to be out of the zone.
It wouldn't matter. You can move a zone regardless.
You can move a zone. You'd be fine.
I'm going to. I just want to know for in-head theater of the mind stuff, how far I have to go.
That's great news. You can hit all of the people with your Vortex of Doom.
All of the people with the Vortex of Doom.
Which I'm doing that. I'm going to leave the zone and cast Vortex of Doom on the
congregation.
Okay, so you're leaving the zone and attempting to cast Vortex of Doom.
Yeah.
Go for it.
On the culty weird group.
Well, I pushed the power. I didn't need to because I rolled a 5.
Oh, God. Okay. So Vortex of Doom is going to go off.
Yes.
All right. Love that for not.
It's actually not too bad because I rolled a 1 on my push power thing, so it's only going to be a 5 additional.
So you go from a 4 to a 9.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. All right, so Vortex of Doom drops on the space. It becomes, oh god, we need to go through this again. It's been a while.
Going to be difficult terrain,
Yep.
warp touched, and a deadly hazard.
Love that.
And additionally, any creature that takes damage from this power must make a very hard -30 discipline psychic test or be stunned. Which again, the test that they're going to have to compete against is going to have to be 5, 7. It's going to be a +4 that they're going to have to beat.
+4 to not be stunned. Okay.
Yep.
Well then, that's great for everyone involved.
I'm
don't
enjoying
scare
it,
a
you.
psychic. Psyker.
Yeah, Vortex!
He's twitchy and jumpy and not afraid to do it. He's also completely screaming his head off right now because he's scared.
Okay.
I'm just picturing your character art and the way this would look. He just looks like around like a fucking sloth, like, huh?
You
Run away,
So you watch as
turns
Quinton,
around.
You watch as Quinton basically scrabbles out from under the feet of the Emperor and is like running away as this vortex is behind him.
Yep. He is frantically running away, like arms flailing as it's blowing
Oh
up.
my god. Okay, well that brings us to everyone before Roderick, which there's a lot of them.
Oh, they have a higher than 8, huh? That's great.
No, they have an 8 as well. And
Okay.
the tiebreaker is agility, which
Mine's
actually
a 4.
Oh, they're all tied. That roll off.
Mm. Doesn't it go to like the singles digit? They all have a 46?
Yeah, it's
Oh
a
no,
single-
actually, no. Roderick, you're up. Roderick, you're up. I forgot
Oh,
you had
okay.
46. I apologize. So Roderick, you're next.
All right.
Vortex of Doom. As Quinton is sprinting out.
And we are in crates in the zone just outside of that little triangle area, right?
You are in the you are part of the triangle area, just in cover of that triangle area. Yes, sir. You are one zone away.
Having seen this move work before, I sort of feel like Roderick wouldn't necessarily think any of them are getting out alive.
Just a thing.
Yeah, I'll stay in the hidden area I'm in, assuming I still have line of sight on them.
You have line of sight for everyone who comes around. Yeah. So as they would come around the statue, you'll see all of them. You see them milling behind the statue. The statue provides a little bit of cover.
Is there any way out of this area without coming around?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just going to go
They
and
are in
Overwatch then.
They are quite literally in a half circle, like steel space that was just turned into a little area to sit. There's one entrance and one exit. That's it.
All right.
Test was
Overwatch
actually
it
a
is.
+5 because I forgot we had superiority. At least one of them.
And also, you will gain a second superiority because you guys took so much time to set up. So make it 2 superiority.
So +6 then.
Yep. Correct.
I'm specifically going to Overwatch waiting for the priestess lady. If she comes around, I'm going to take a shot at her.
Okay.
Otherwise, I will not.
All right. Sounds good. That brings us to the end of Roderick. So now, let's start with the priestess lady. She needs to make a +4. What test to not be stunned?
She takes a deadly hazard damage.
Yep. We'll do that in a second.
15 wounds.
Yep.
And it's actually going to be a +6 because of what we just talked about. It's a very hard -30 discipline psychic test.
Discipline psychic, thank you. Very hard, -30, discipline psychic, 15 wounds taken, okay.
It is also a difficult terrain and warp touched.
Okay. So, -30, discipline psychic, yep. Okay, so you have no idea what she does. But you don't see her come around the statue.
Sick.
All right. That brings us to 50 crew members. Mass test. Oh. So to avoid the stun, Negative 30 discipline psychic. No, they'd have to roll a 0. Actually, it doesn't matter. They don't have 15 wounds. So 50 people scream in agony and pain. This tumultuous shriek that echoes out from this space, echoes out into the space around you. This grotesque cacophony of death. And then there's nothing but silence. But the scream and the shriek was so loud that people have begun to like wake and stir, and guards are beginning to move. Like the folks who were guarding the guns are beginning to kind of move up. You hear a voice call and go, "What's that? What's that? Everyone okay?"
Did you just kill 50 people?
Apparently. Problem solved.
War crimes.
Jesus.
Okay. Quinton, you went Mordecai. You, through your scope.
I want to point out I was actively aiming at her before
You were. Oh, then
Yeah.
you would have seen this. Okay, Mordecai.
That's why I'm alerting you to that.
You're the one person who sees this. So as she moved closer, as all of these people die, you get your first clear look at her. You recognize her. You shot at her. You watched her disappear in front of your eyes once before.
Okay.
As you watch her disappear in front of your eyes once again. So on her turn, you watched as she vanished.
Quinton, the lady from the ship is here again, and she just disappeared.
Now, actually, Roderick, you had Overwatch. I need you to make an awareness check, because there is a possibility at this point you could have seen her.
Oh, okay.
I would also like to point, because it's difficult terrain, she can do an action or a movement. She can't do both.
Mm-hmm.
So I start blasting.
That is a 33 under 45.
Okay. We are where we are.
Fair enough.
Okay. So, Mordecai, you watched as she disappeared.
Mm-hmm. Quite
Remind me again,
uncomfortable.
superiority. If I trigger that, I can only trigger that on attacks, or could I have triggered that in my awareness and stuff as well?
So, superiority, I believe you could use it in an awareness because it is a combat-based check. That's a good question that we've never run into. Let's find out together.
Do we get... Oh, no, I'm thinking WFRP. Never mind.
What's that?
Oh, just since we offed all of her henchmen.
Oh,
I'm
There are
thinking
those-
something else.
well, those actually, that does matter for superiority here, but you have to kill...
All?
There are 3 ways to gain superiority. You can defeat an enemy leader, defeat an enemy elite, which are 2 classes of character, or you can defeat a number of troops equal to or greater than their resolve in a single turn. Now, technically, this could
50?
have played, but they weren't enemy troops yet. They had not taken a single hostile action against you yet.
They're heretics. They are enemies.
I mean, that's
feel
a
no qualms
pretty
about this.
loosey-goosey definition in this universe, but
It is.
Poor
Yes,
Bill, who
continue
just
there,
showed
DM.
up to the first meeting for the first time to come in and see what's
Yeah.
going on, just blasted out of
Definitely,
existence.
it's 100%
Dude didn't
wrong
even
place,
get his
wrong time.
cookie.
As for the superiority,
I
When
see it. It looks like we should be able to. Just
Yep.
says 1 test of your choice each turn, right?
yes, correct.
Yep. All right, so that would be a +2 success levels, right?
That's +2. Yeah.
I'm using it on that awareness check, so
Okay.
it would be now +3.
Okay, and you know what? I'll even give you another +3 because to Mordecai's point, maybe it was wrong place, wrong time. Maybe it wasn't. It feels kind of funny to give you guys superiority for killing 50 crew members, so we're going to give you a superiority for that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not
Plus
people
4.
anymore. They're heretics.
+4, the results are still the same.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Sad. It was worth a try.
Quinton, I
Nice.
suggest you hold on to that picked recorder and do not aim your weapon at Roderick.
I'll try not to, as he's
this-
holding no weapon.
I'm
This
really
bitch
glad
again.
Mordecai's really far away right now, so he can't get brain taken over again.
Hopefully I'm not even seen. I'm pretty far away. So
I'm just checking one more thing really quick.
I do want to kill her, though.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah, no, we're going to go with it. All right. That brings us to Dmitry.
So how the hell did she beat the stun? Damn.
Yeah. We are also
Okay.
hidden currently, Dmitry. We don't have to.
Fuckery.
Yeah.
It's always the answer when somebody's got good skills, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm also going to take Overwatch, watching for same thing as Roderick.
Okay.
Dead
Now, keep in mind that Overwatch only it ends on your turn. You are at the bottom of the order, so at the end of your turn, you'll have an option to take a different action. Overwatch won't carry over, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And then it's because I really don't know what to do since this target-rich environment just became 0.
the target-rich environment became a target-devoid environment.
Yeah, this ain't really Dimitri's bag, but
Doesn't he have an explosive? Because at the same time, you could always just launch some stuff in there.
True.
It's true.
sir, do not cite these laws. I was there when they were written. I know what I'm about. And you know what? Yeah, I dig that. Actually, ooh. Yeah, So where? I guess, do I even know where this hooded figure was since I'm hiding? Have I ever seen that?
You did not see her, but and you're not connected to Quinton's brain, so no.
Everyone
Yeah,
is
yes.
yeses.
He did a
I'm sorry,
retry,
I'm sorry.
remember?
That's
You
right, you did.
recharge, right?
So you would know where she was, so I would tell you, give me the same awareness check that Roderick had to. Awareness any. +0.
Or no, I'm not
Throw-
looking. I'm not looking for her. I just was asking, like, do I know last known
yeah.
location?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all I want. Yeah,
Oh,
then I
okay,
just
okay.
want to huck a firebomb into that space. Is what I want to do.
I love Dmitry.
Okay. Huck the firebomb alongside
I just needed location. That's all.
Yeah,
That's all.
you know where she was, so huck that that firebomb alongside the
Alright.
Vortex of Doom.
I. A 24. That's gonna. All right. So this is just normal range. So 24 to 47. So 2 success levels.
A 2 success level will huck the firebomb. So the Vortex of Doom is whirling and swirling in this purple royal of circular energy, almost like a whirlpool around the zone. And Dmitry, you huck a
Now it's
firebomb
ablaze,
into that zone.
and it's very loud.
Very loud. How many wounds does a firebomb do?
Oh, fuck! I don't know, man. Let me look this.
Here, I got you. It's in the armory. You also
No,
have +2 success levels with an ordnance weapon, so
132.
Hold on.
got it.
Where did?
It just minor, some kind of hazard. Where is it? I lost it.
Choke
Minor hazard.
firebomb. Target
Minor
set
hazard.
ablaze. Turns into a minor hazard for 3 rounds. Okay, blah 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 blah. Okay. So being minor hazard just adds even more damage. Lovely.
Yep, and they are ablaze as well, as you
Yep.
said.
So literally, it'll keep the hazard of Quinton's vortex, because there's no point in making it a lesser hazard since it already is a hazard. But
don't
it'll
stack.
add the ablaze. I don't think it does. If you can find that and correct me, great. But I thought it didn't. Either way, Dmitry, you huck a firebomb. The whole zone lights on fire.
That's what I was looking for.
You get the sickly sweet smell of burning flesh. Lots of it. Lots
All
of it.
right.
Okay. That being said, we're at the top of the initiative order.
Bottom of it, technically, if for Overwatch didn't happen.
Oh, sorry, Roderick. You haven't watched. Nothing happened.
I had the highest initiative already, right?
Mhm.
You have the highest initiative of your party, yes, and of the round in general, yes.
Okay. What to do then? I guess I will. Do everything I can to defend Quinton? Sure. Yeah, I'm going to defend Quinton.
Okay. All right, so you defend Quinton. I like that. So we haven't had the defend skill yet, but just so everyone knows, when you take that action until the start of your next turn, which is now, you, if anyone attacks your ally, you get attacked instead.
Mm-hmm.
So would you like to defend them with the new turn at the top of the round? Because you're going to defend him just
and then immediately go right into my turn. Shit, I didn't think about that.
Yep. Or is there something else you'd like to do for Overwatch turn?
I mean, it's all going to kind of fizzle at the end, so I guess I'll defend him at the top of the round as well. I don't see anybody to attack, right? So
you don't see anybody to attack now.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't see anything about hazards being limited to one or not. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. It doesn't really say how hazards would escalate from a minor to a moderate. It's just that moderate causes more damage. You know, we'll say you did a minor into a moderate. It's now a major.
It already is a deadly to begin with.
Oh, sorry. That's right. It is deadly.
Now it just looks more metal.
It's so deadly now.
Now it's just deadly and it lights them ablaze.
Metal deadly.
Yes.
And it's difficult terrain, which is really tough.
Right, every time you walk into that zone, you just hear guitar shredding.
I was going to say music cued as it ignited.
So, Roderick, you defend Quinton with your turn.
I do.
As your turn comes to an end, a figure steps out from the blaze, fully ablaze.
She took 15 more damage. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Cinematic death here. Give me a second.
Okay. I'm okay with that then.
Steps out fully ablaze, flesh sloughing off in places. And she looks to you with a filthy, blood-filled grin and just goes, "You're already dead and you don't even know it." Dies.
Mordecai shouts,
So
"What
does she.
is your name?"
All right. Seeing that she visibly died, I'm going to try to stop holding the vortex, sustaining the vortex of doom.
Okay.
Oh, I stop it. Okay, that was a 2 on a D10, so
All right.
it disappears.
Vortex goes down. So we had a firebomb by Dmitry.
Can you get in the brain of a fresh dead?
I don't believe so.
I think there is.
I know you can't.
I was going to say, it would make sense, but no.
I'll say, out of character, I know you can't, but in character,
WFRP, you can.
Would you want to, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
That one in particular?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
In her brain.
Corpse walks out, falls down, says what it says. What do you guys want to do?
Let's go put her out and try to search her body.
Okay. So at this point, the gunnery deck is in motion. People have caught that there is a fire. There are calls for the fire. There are people moving. By the time they fully mobilize, the firebomb obviously burns out of its fuel. But now they see the bodies. Now, by this point, Quinton, y'all would have been able...
Coming this way as a big group, right?
People were, yes.
I would have gone up in front of them and just kind of like waved them down, like, "All right, guys, we've got this under control. Don't worry about it. We're handling it. If you have any questions, contact your superiors. They'll keep you in the loop on any details you need to know."
Okay.
I'm going to make sure they don't go past me. Like, "Hey, you, don't. No, back."
Give me a +10 leadership check. And it will be specifically leadership if you have it for the speciality. Otherwise, it will just be your presence.
Can I assist?
Yeah, you can.
Using my +1 influence with Kalor?
I tell you what, the +1 influence with Kalor will help. It'll help to some capacity, so we'll say that it adds another +10. Yeah.
Okay.
I've graduated from 8s to 9s now. So
look
it's
at
a 9.
you. Okay.
9 out of... What is my presence? 31.
9. With a +30 test, it's 31?
Oh, +30 test?
Yeah.
Shit. 61, so 6 success levels?
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So as Dmitry and you start
Nice.
getting in front of people, stopping them, you see as Alara looks to both of you and just goes, "What's going on?" And Dmitry with you kind of just go like, oh, it's accident, blah, blah, blah. She helps stop people. Yeah, she helps stop people from getting past y'all. You manage to curtail the crowd. Quinton, you search the body. On the body, you find the following. A las pistol. Now, you take one look at this las pistol, and the exterior of it is a reddish-black color inscribed with runes that hurt your eyes to look at.
I'm still going to pocket it, but pocket it in a way that I'm going to immediately turn it over to Halikarn, because this is clearly a chaos-infused weapon, and it needs to be disposed of properly.
Okay, so you pick it up.
I'm wrapping it and not touching it more than I need to.
Not touching it more than you need to. So grabbing it with a cloth, wrapping it in a cloth.
Yep, and
give me...
Get it away from...
Yep, totally understood. Give me a presence... not presence. Give me a discipline. Just a discipline plus 10 since you wrapped it in cloth.
Hey.
That's going to be a 4 out of 60.
Okay,
so
you do not
plus 6.
You knew that wrapping it would help protect you from the risks. You do not take any corruption.
Once that crowd is sorted, I'd like to go over and try and see what kind of augmetics we can harvest off of this body.
The woman?
Mm-hmm.
She had none.
I thought she was all geeked out.
No, that was the
Some shit.
captain.
No, that's the captain.
That's who I'm thinking of.
This
yeah,
woman was
Never mind.
just pristine beauty.
Then I stay over by Roderick, straight punking.
Quinton, you find robes and light leathers that are completely... You can't take them. They're falling apart from burning and destruction. But you do find a staff made of brass, topped with an 8-pointed star with an eye set in the center of it. It is a force staff.
Anything unusual or noteworthy of it?
Minus the fact that it has the 8-pointed star of chaos at the top, which you know what that symbol is.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Then I'm going to also wrap that and be like, okay, this is another thing that needs to get destroyed for.
Okay.
I know if I need to rip my robes in order to wrap it, I will do that to get more cloth.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you probably
there's
need...
50 dead bodies. Just take one of their shits.
They're all on fire.
Yeah, they were on fire at one point. You would
whoops.
probably need some of your robes to wrap it, unless you had something in your bag to wrap it with at this point.
I have survival gear. I don't know if I what all that comes with. I need to double
I can't
check.
remember if it comes with some kind of a bedroll or some kind of a cloth.
Comes with a tent. Pretty sure.
There you go. I'd
You
rip
wrap
up
it in the tent. You don't even have to wrap. You don't even have to rip the tent. You just lay it out and do the bundle roll.
Well, there you go. Do that.
Okay. So Quinton, again, we'll say your same discipline test counts. You don't get any corruption from that either. So you gather these things up. You stop the crowds. It is 1:00 in the morning at this point.
As we're doing all this, I know it's late, but I'm gonna pull my Vox speed and just be like, I'm gonna try and reach out to the Seneschal.
Okay.
Sir, happen to be awake? And if
I'm
he's
also-
not, I assume somebody else is monitoring his.
So you reach out
channel.
with the Vox speed. You hear a voice come back, and it's an adjutant who goes, "Seneschal has finally arrested. What can we do for you,
Wait.
Roderick?"
You will either need to wake him or send somebody in his stead. We have troubling reports to give.
You can hear the sound of someone pinching the bridge of their nose. How troubling.
We have contained it for the moment. 50 dead.
15 dead, understood.
50 dead. 50 dead.
You
Somewhat
you
chaotic activity to report, so to
hear a-
speak.
Damn it, Roderick. What?
I am just the messenger.
No, the messenger was my adjutant who knew better than to wake me, but told me that you killed 50 people. I'll be there
To
shortly.
be fair, we have evidence that they deserved it.
The Emperor protects.
Hell yeah.
While this is also going on, I'm still recording with the tape recorder on everything I'm saying, but I want to make sure that the body of that psyker thing burns completely? If not, I will continue add things to make sure it burns.
It won't burn completely. The firebomb will go out at some point. So
I will add my old firebomb if needed.
No, fuck no. You don't need to do that. You have Dmitry. Dmitry can help with these things.
I know what Dmitry has.
Yeah. Do I see Quinton's distress?
I will reach out to the telepathic like that. I want to make sure this body's gone. Dmitry, I need your help.
Yes.
okay, so you're gonna burn the body.
Yes, to ash and dust.
Yeah. All you hear is the pilot light of my brand new flamer crank on.
You had that?
Oh yeah. So as Roderick is talking to the Seneschal, you guys are burning the psyker, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it takes about an hour for the Seneschal
Theatrically burning the psyker.
It takes about an hour for the Seneschal to make it, and
I'm recording the entire time.
Okay. As he walks up, he looks as Dmitry is petering off. Dmitry, you've been like burning in small spurts to keep the promethium as it's just like light it.
Do I see the Seneschal roll in?
You see the Seneschal roll in.
I give one big ass spurt just I don't fuck officers.
He walks up.
I know this is gonna stress him out, so
he walks up, accompanied by 3 members of the Inquisition Guard, and
hey,
he
Brad,
looks.
I would like to have also made my way over to that situation. Given the amount of time, I just wanted to state it so it wasn't you're over there.
No, I assumed you had. I should have asked.
All right.
Anything you want to do in the interim? Okay. So the Seneschal arrives, and he looks to each of you, and he goes, "What in the fuck?" And he just has this like look of mortified. Report.
What?
Now?
We've never seen a heretic burn.
Quinton's going to actively walk up to him and just kind of like bend a knee to it, but at the same time, the whole point of that is just to poke him in the boot.
You poke him in the boot and he looks down and he goes, Halikarn said we need a better system for this, but at least it wasn't my ears. What's the report?
I will then start going into a diatribe of what I all started to see, rambling completely so it's almost nonsensical, but at the same time, I'm just going to turn the pic recorder so that he can start watching it as it starts replaying. And so he's probably going to get more out of the pic recorder than actually the nonsense coming out of my mouth.
You start rapid fire rambling out of nervousness, and he's like,
"Oh, it's not nervousness. It's more of just I don't know how to communicate things to people."
Got it. So you start communicating like that, and at one point he looks, he goes, "Quinton, what? Oh, uh huh." Frederick!
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, let's not get that girl in trouble.
She comes
Too late.
She comes walking, having also been summoned. She's a part of the motorcade. She walks up. She goes, "Yes, Lord Seneschal." And he just turns it and points and goes, "What sort of filth have you allowed to prosper on this deck? What have you done to Halikarn's crew?
Oh.
Your lapse
Alex,
in judgment is beyond reproach." He snaps. The 2 guards come up and he goes, "You are hereby stripped of your brevet rank and commissioned to the jail until further notice. Get Halikarn to review this." He looks at the 4 of you and he goes,
I'm just gonna say sorry for the mess.
"I would say that I'm happy you found it, but also at the same time, god damn it, you 4 keep making my life difficult." He like looks at Quinton as he realizes there's 4 of you.
To be fair, sir, had this not occurred this way, you would have to chase down 50 people individually. I'd say we made this mess. It is messy, but we cleaned it up quite well, I would say.
Oh no, you did fantastic. You did. Because had you not found this when we had, this probably would have spread further. I need all home leaders, all gun houses in front of me now. The guards go out and begin gathering the gun house leaders.
I think it's also relevant. Mordecai, did you actually share that you recognize this person, or yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
and you have to remember that the Seneschal does not know who this is.
Also,
so he looks.
Doesn't Mordecai not remember?
No, I remember.
Oh no, you don't remember because all your memories got ripped away. You don't remember the fight. I forgot about that. So Mordecai, you did not recognize her, but you did see her disappear.
I recommend. Oh my god! Recognize her face. Remember her face to tell to Halikarn later.
Yep. So the 5 family leads are brought in front of him. The Seneschal looks to each of them with a scowl on his face, and he goes, "Your families are filthy. You've allowed this rot to fester. You are each to purge your own families, determine whose faith is weak, and put them in front of penance for the penal colony. We will restock your ranks from Vol before we leave. If this happens again, it will be you 5 who anoint each of your guns as the new skull serving it. You 4 have done good. Go rest. I'm sure you'll need it."
As I'm gonna walk away as well, I'll make it a point to put a hand on Alara's shoulder, and I'm not gonna say anything, just kind of, solidarity as I walk away.
As you 4 begin to walk away, you hear, "Hold!" The Seneschal's holding his hand to his ear, and he goes, "What? Now? You 4, with me, now. You 3, sort this out." And he points at his guards to finish sorting out the mess. He begins storming with you. He goes, "We are needed on the bridge, now." Takes you
Sounds ominous.
If what I'm hearing is true, it is ominous. It takes you an hour to make it back to the bridge, because he has a car, and you drive the whole way. And the only reason it takes an hour is you have to wind through all the people as the families of the guns are pulling their people out and beginning to essentially test their faith. So it takes you just under an hour to reach the bridge. It's 2:30 in the morning. Halikarn is over the top of the holograph, looking at status of Vol, the planet looming tall. Rokarth, this spike off the planet that has all kinds of numbers running around it, and he goes, "Good. I hear that you 4 have been immensely successful at finding purgation amongst my own crew. Taint, it would be." He looks at the Seneschal, he goes, "How many of the gunnery crew were we lost? 50? How many men are on that deck?" And you hear the Seneschal go, "Just under 1,000, Lord. Purge another 200, just to be sure. We will restock from Rokarth. I'm tired of this. No one serves on the Inquisition ship and has this level. Make sure that the 200, though, if they are not perfectly faithful, there's flexibility there. Acolytes, we have a problem. It appears as if our work from a month ago produced some fruit, but the God Emperor calls upon us once again, and through me he calls to you specifically. The biochemical known as Gratis had caused me to send you to Rokarth at once, substance weighing heavily on my soul before your work. Well, you were not fully successful at stymieing the biochemical. Your work and efforts to shut down that temple of filth and the ruinous powers to stop the flow of Gratis was exceptional work. However, I have learned from my sources that the Gratis is flowing again. We once again find ourselves unsure of the source. We know who peddles it. The Lathi knives lost the business after the Amaranthine cult was destroyed, but at the death of, as you called him, Ragu, the knives lost power and the scarred hands have taken over distribution. It's our chance to end this threat once and for all. Return to Rokarth. Find source the Gratis and shut it down for good this time. Also secure me one pure source of the chemical for testing. Bring it to the Order Hospitalier. Here one Sister Celestial is absolutely brilliant and enduring in testing illnesses that plague the Hive. Once we know what is actually in this substance, we can find a way to stop it in his golden light. With all of this filth aboard my own ship, we have to add one more piece of dirt. There's a prisoner in the Arbites Precinct Fortress Majoris. You are to retrieve this prisoner without invoking my name, or my title, or my authority. I still, thankfully, operate with some semblance of secrecy upon Rokarth. Note, he is a Delta-level psyker, not too unlike you, Quinton. So tread carefully. He is dangerous. As Halikarn finishes sharing with you what he wishes for you to do, the ship rocks. I need all of you to make an agility check, please.
Oh. That would be a failure. How bad?
That's 87 over 33, so -5.
Oof.
That is a 69 over 27.
Nice.
Nice.
29 under 39.
75 over 46.
Quinton, Roderick, Dmitry, despite being Voidborn. Roderick, despite being Novice Imperialis. Dmitry, despite having been around explosions in the past, all three of you are thrown violently to the floor as the ship
1 second.
rocks. Sure.
I need to double check something.
Bunch of wimps falling on the floor from a minor bump.
Mordecai, despite being from a feral world and being on a foreign ship, you hold on just fine. You just kind of
What do you
rock
mean?
with it.
What do you mean, despite?
Well, Quinton checks that.
Never mind. I need to take an action in order to activate my mag boots, and
Yes. Yep. So
I can't
Roderick,
do that.
Quinton, Dmitry, you're each just going to suffer 1 wound being thrown to the deck hard.
So I have void legs, but it says I do not suffer disadvantage due to environmental effects specific to the void, such as a ship rocking or zero gravity. Does that imply that everyone would have disadvantage in this kind
No,
of
because I
situation?
did not give you disadvantage for this. This was just
Okay.
a blatant. You guys were surprised, so I
Okay.
could have given you disadvantage, but this is not a major enough event to need that.
Gotcha. Okay.
This is just you guys are. It's 2:30 in the morning. You've been now going for 18 hours, and you got just caught unaware.
Gotcha.
Need some recaf and a bed.
I need to report
Bed,
to Halikarn.
then
Yeah,
recap.
In addition to all the never mind, I got it. All right, you said 1 wound.
1 wound.
We're not messing with armor.
No, this is an armorless. It's you slam into the ground, you suffer bruising. It's just 1 wound. So as the ship rocks, klaxons, which are alarms, wail. The ship lurches a second time as you guys are standing. As you stand up, though, you watch as Captain Sigmarius lurches on his hover out of, he's climbing into his chair from the captain's quarters, having extracted himself from his throne to rest. And he's got a stylus in his hand, and he's waving it rapid fire, and he goes, "Up, you fools, the Emperor be praised, we're under attack! What have you brought upon my ship, Halikarn?" He punches a few keys on the arm of his throne, and his bellicose voice rolls over the loudspeakers across the entirety of the ship, every deck, every room, everything. "This is Captain Sigmarius Ardosha, master of this vessel on behalf of our Lord Aegidius Halikarn. All hands to arms. We have rebellion amongst the crew. Gird your souls against temptation as the ruinous powers seek to take hold within this sacred vessel. In the grace of the God Emperor, put down this rebellion. No quarter to the corrupted. Take back my ship. Take back your home." Halikarn hears this, frowns, looks at you all and says, "It's time for you to make your way to shuttles and get down to Vol. We'll take care of this mess. Quinton, you stay with me. We'll need you here."
But bro, I need Quinton.
But bro,
Who's gonna rip open everybody's head?
So,
This is my job now.
and it's Dimitri's job now.
Physically.
Why do I not see secret in head?
Where is it? So the three of you begin to make your way through the ship, heading towards the shuttle bay to launch to Vol. And as you do, Quinton, you and Halikarn retreat into an offset chamber. You telling him about the individual you found, him frowning and confirming that it was, in fact, Lydia, one of Jarell's crew. One of the people who had met with you on Rokarth prior. And one of the 2 psychers he kept in his immediate group. He's a bit shocked that you managed to kill her, but happy. When we come back, Mordecai, Dmitry, Roderick, the ship is under attack. You 3 need to find a way to get off and get to Vol. And Quinton, we'll see you in the future, my friend.
Yeah. Been nice being around.
Womp womp. Rather than, I know we have a few more minutes, but rather than trying to get through the next piece, we're going to call it here. For those of you at home, we are losing Eric for some personal reasons for some time. And he'll be back with us in the not too distant future.
I and Quinton will be back. Do not worry about that.
They will. Maybe. No, just kidding. Quinton is staying on ship for a reason. I do not want to be in charge of a player's character.
Yeah, I'm not worried about whether Quinton's coming back. I'm worried about whether the rest of us are going to die or not.
I'm worried about the rest of you.
We do have one item that needs to be hashed out.
Hit me.
So to Alex, he can vouch for me, but I came up with a new short-term goal before the start of tonight. And I didn't get a chance to tell you.
Yes.
And it's kind of fucking fortuitous because the short-term goal, as I have it written in my notes here, do a murder on the ops who possessed Mordecai. That do be, I swear to God. That's what
absolutely zero.
And I messaged you
before
Brad,
the show started.
No, you're good.
Because we got to the 3rd round, and I'm like, oh shit, this might actually.
So I'll tell you what. Knowing full well that you had your short-term goal completed last time, and obviously for anybody listening at home, I think they figured out we play multiple sessions in a given night since we play for 55 minutes at a time. Knowing full well that we probably should have brought this up last time. Yeah, and you sent that to me over an hour ago. We're good with this. Your short-term goal is completed.
God damn it, now I need to...
Now you need another one.
I don't even have a new short-term goal because I can't think of anything that we're actually going toward. But I guess my new short-term goal is free the prisoner.
In my head, it was, okay, I've been having my brain messed with the talents and all that, and then I see Mordecai get his brain messed with. Not about that life.
I like that.
But now I need to come up with something else.
I like that.
Hey, also, my short-term ambition as written, aren't we proving ourselves to Halikarn? Getting more work from him?
Yes, this is your short-term ambition happening right here. Yes, sir. I forgot that was yours. Yes. So with the issuance of the new gratis mission, which is the end of this episode, end of this session, you complete your short-term ambition as well. So Mordecai, Dmitry, Roderick, you all need a new short-term ambition before we play next.
Now, mine's easy. Release the prisoner that we were just tasked to release. Easy enough.
In addition, because you did kill one of Jarell's crew, you all gain an additional 25 experience.
Ooh. There's something wrong with my XP on here. We could talk about it later.
We'll deal with that after this. You're also all going to gain an additional 25 experience for completing the first act of the Children of Rokarth. And an additional 25 above that for excellent roleplay, excellent gamesmanship, creative solutions, and some of the more unique murders I've ever seen.
You're welcome.
You're going to make me blush.
You just wait.
All of you are gaining 75 experience.
Plus the 25 from episode 5. 100 total?
So the 25 from episode 5, I'm talking about right here at episode 6. 75 experience, plus Mordecai and Dmitry, you will both complete your short-term ambition and gain that experience as well.
Is that 50?
If I would have gotten 20 more, I would have completed mine.
Oh, no. Just have to wait till season 3.
Nice.
So with that, Eric, we're going to miss you. Obviously, you have good reasons to be gone, but wishing you all the best. And we'll have you back in 3 short months.
I don't care about not sharing it. My wife is having a kid. We're having our second kid, so that's why I'm stepping away.
I was going to say, I'm not sharing unless you want to. It's yours.
Happy baby time, sir.
It's yours.
It's yours.
Well, I mean, it's his child and it's his news to share.
Do
Come on.
you really think he'd be stepping away if it wasn't his? I mean, come on.
Eric is a stand-up enough guy,
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think he even would step away too much if it wasn't for the fact that it's child number 2.
Yeah.
With that, Eric, congratulations to you and your wife. Happy baby, happy life. We will see you in 2025 for some of our new fun stuff, which is wild to say because by the time this comes out, we'll be already recording new stuff, probably.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that.
There's little Easter eggs hinted around, but
Drop the hints.
For everyone else, thank you so much for tuning in to the Tainted Hive Season 2 Children of Rokarth. This was Episode 6. Huge thank you again to our sponsor, PrimetimeMagic.com. Thankfully, I will not stumble over their name this time, just like Eric and I both stumbled over words tonight.
I was tongue-tied at one point. Oh, my God.
The Seneschal tongue got us both. Oh, that sounds gross. On that note, go to PrimetimeMagic.com, look at their collection of singles, check out their cards, support the folks who support us. Thank you to the folks over at PrimetimeMagic.com. Thank you to all of you, our listeners. Make sure to head on over to deadsonsco.com to check out our website, see all of our Daggerheart playthrough if you haven't yet, catch out all of our reviews and other items we have going on. And if you like what you hear and you want to support us, please consider heading over to patreon.com/deadsonscompany to show us some love so we can continue making this really fun podcast for everyone. So, although I guess at this point we're a video podcast, we're just a show. So we can make the show. But with that, we will catch you for episode 7 of Children of Rokarth very soon. And have a wonderful, wonderful day, night, whatever your watching time of world may be.
It's PrimetimeMagic.com.
PrimetimeMagic.com. It's late. I'm tired. All right. See you later. Bye.